Okie dokie, we're back. Welcome back. Figured one cold beer on a nice hot day. We're nearing the end of the stream. We've got about an hour left. Welcome back, everyone. Venezia rests. I don't know about in peace, though. Seems kind of miserable. Did you kill the wasp? I forgot about the wasp, which means, let's fingers crossed, it hasn't buzzed me in a while. By the time I took the break, I had completely forgotten about the wasp.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
We filled you with enough plasma to pop a tank.
This vessel is at the edge. Yet, she struggles. You cannot see her magnificence. We are breathing on the embers. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
Did that happen to you, Liara?
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Beep beep. Uh-oh. Screwed that one up. Sure, why not? Was that really just a med? Please tell me that wasn't just a med container. We got something else for it. Deal with the hot labs. You've dealt with the matriarch, but there's still the issue of the Rachni down in the hot labs. And the Rachni queen was saying that they've lost their minds. They were caged animals. They were not raised to be thoughtful creatures, so we need to kill them. There's nothing to save with those. Even the queen says we could kill them. Should kill them. Rex's dialogue in this scene is great. Go tell Rex, that'll be a laugh. I don't think I've ever brought Rex here. What does he say here? I can only imagine. Bugs are gonna sing songs about you. Ah. Okay, yeah, beep beep. Beep beep, Richie. We gotta go out the far side, don't we?
The sooner we're off this frozen world, the better.
The sooner it stops beeping, the better. Interesting fact, you can leave Noveria without dealing with the insane Rachni. I think we should go down there anyways, but are there any consequences? Set some story flags for later.
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a Council Spectre. Who are you?
I am Yaroslav Tartakovsky, the operations director. I would stand and shake hand, but you must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
What did you do, Ray?
I don't understand anything yet. What were you doing here?
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries, this is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Yeah, your experiments, they didn't work.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Can't save them. We already know we can't.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Hostile spotted.
Well, that escalated quickly.
All clear.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Latu Barada.
6 Emperor Tyrann
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
Get right on that.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Nice of him to put the codes on a card.
Turians don't like the cold, Shepard. Did I ever mention that?
Well, you just did.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Alright, we could kill a few of them. I'm not sure I've ever tried to just run for it. But Leroy Jenkins. There you go, Celador. Leroy, didn't even see your comment.
Online. I'm sorry.
No, that was the wrong quote, Entrobot. Wrong quote. Wrong quote. You always ran for it? I think I've always done at least something. Like killed one or two, or... Easier to do the charge if you send your meat shields in first. I don't think I've told them to go anywhere this entire playthrough so far. Set, right? Mission complete. You've defeated the Matriarch and eliminated the Rachni in the hot labs. Depart Rift Station via the passenger tram that you arrived in. Mr. Brogan, what's up? Mass Effect. We had to get back to it sometime. We were way overdue. How have you been?
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
Slow down.
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Ash.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Ash, getting tired of this shit.
Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually hanging up on them this time.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
Not my problem. Should I guess? Hey.
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
We don't get to hang up on them? Because... do we not get to hang up on them... ever? Because I didn't hang up on them the first time? Mr. Brelgan said, hi, got home from work, resting. Bot got confused. I know that was not a link. We don't get barred from hanging up on them if you don't hang up on them the first time, do you? That'd be most disappointing. Or do I just have to take a renegade option that doesn't say hang up on them? It's also kind of weird. Check in with everyone. We're gonna head back to the Citadel. Check in with Conrad.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Noveria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations.
Corporations.
One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Coming along, Presley?
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Pull your head out of your ass yet, Presley?
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
We haven't even visited Liara yet on the ship. Whoops. Of course, we did just recruit her at the end of the last stream, but today I've not gone to visit Liara. This is our first visit with Liara on board.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
She did. You're okay?
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful. And now she is gone.
Are you gonna be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's disgusting.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Hey now.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
Word choice.
Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Where's my Metagel refill? Stiletto. Let's check out that stiletto. Forgot all about it. So the stiletto has nice damage, comparable accuracy, little less, couple less shots. That looks nice. I like the stiletto. Let's use it. Good to me. Now, why do I have a combat sensor in my weapon? Oh. Heatsink at least. Okay, heatsink. Got a better assault rifle too. Look at that. Finally. Old Avenger. Beautiful. Alright, there's a reason to use combat sensor. I don't have anything else I want to put in there. Rounds, we had chemical rounds. We could at least do better chemical rounds. What ammo type do I have in my pistol?
Commander, do you have a minute?
I'm already worried about the way you're looking at me.
What's on your mind, Lieutenant?
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for a lost mass relay to who knows where, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry,
okay, that's
Commander.
pretty fucked up.
There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. How's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
And you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess.
Did you just cross a line there, Kaidan? I don't even want to bring up the subject. I'm worried where he'll go.
You know of any intentional exposures?
Stay off the love subject with Kaidan.
Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
Your fault. You know what?
I pretty much gave up waiting for the good part.
Bad habit, ma'am. I do tend to run off at the mouth. I will work on it for my next review. Sorry to have wasted your time, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Why do I keep thinking I'm gonna find Garrus back there?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Do we?
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems.
They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Oh.
Are your people really dying?
Sorry.
We're sure not getting any stronger.
Yeah.
We're too spread
Old
out.
conversation.
None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Can't ask him now about family stuff, can we? These are repeat conversations, aren't they? We did ask him about Extinction and Genophage.
Rex.
Family armor stuff doesn't begin yet?
Commander?
Or am I missing something?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours.
Damn right.
If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt.
How thoughtful of you.
Just saying, Commander.
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Gonna regret this.
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
She just
You
mentioned
must know
her.
what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest, she's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
I thought you said he was dead.
Shepard.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Yeah, you and Kaidan both.
Ma'am.
It's in the Arthur's Tau cluster.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Forget about it.
Don't get caught up in the details, Garrus. We'll find him, and then we'll stop him. That's all you need to know.
Good point. Thanks, Commander.
Level! That was a hell of a thing to level on. Before we talk to Mr. Merchant about equipping everyone. 8 points. Master Unity. Or... Okay, so Shepard, good on assault rifles and pistols for the moment. There. You worry about the others. Can't wear medium armor, which is too bad. Yep, we're almost there. Almost. Our, stinger for you. What else is she using? She's just using a pistol? Or she uses a shotgun too? Tali. Tali uses a shotgun and a pistol, doesn't she? But not primary. Bring her out, I imagine, quite a bit, but oh. Maybe we should give Liara that stiletto. Talia's a shotgun and pistol gal. Well, let's hook Rex up with a shotgun first, and then we'll give Talia a shotgun. 197.70. Sell that. Got Rex there. Give him a better assault rifle. Or a better. Garrus. Why upgrade? Nah. I mean, are we even gonna be bringing them with?
Message coming in.
Let's sell what we would equip them with. Linma, thank you. Thank you for the host.
Looking
Welcome.
for supplies?
We're winding down. We're winding down here. We're gonna wrap real soon. So I cannot offer you a whole lot of action, but I offer you big welcome and thank you for the host. How are you doing today? What were you streaming today? If you're out there.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Only 11,000. Can afford that. Finally get an armor upgrade. Tempting. I mean, it's not a big armor upgrade, but it's not that expensive. Why? Oh, medium light. Light, medium. Still a good upgrade. But okay, now let's sell a bunch of stuff. There you are. Linma says, hi all. Love the Mass Effect 1, me too. We're winding down for the night. We are going to head back to the Citadel and have our third meeting with Conrad Werner, hopefully. That's going to be our last little push tonight. But what were you streaming? How was the stream today? Thank you for that, host. Ghost Recon Wildlands. To finish the night, you were testing Terra. Terra. Is that an MMO that's been around for a while? Am I thinking of the right thing? We're not going to be able to use this armor. May as well sell it. Unless I'm giving it to Kaidan or Ashley. Good, but... there'll be more gear to be had. Okay. Please tell me I didn't just sell and have to buy back my own armor upgrade. I think I did. Yeah, I did.
Looking for supplies?
Yay, buyback!
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
The MMO with the higher level you are, the less clothes your character has. That's a hell of a thing. Give me my armor back. Just bought that to use it. Go. Now you can have
Looking
the old
for
one.
supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Shit, went right by it. Now, what's it gonna cost for pistol? 142. We're not that far off. 142. Want. Also want, but let's start there. 142. We should be able to pick that up tomorrow at some point.
Shepard.
What's wrong?
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it very soothing.
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling. But really, we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay, so let's head back to the Citadel and see if our old friend, Superfan, Conrad Werner is there. Like he should be, since we went through Noveria. We'll wrap for the day. We'll pick back up tomorrow Probably head right to Pharos, or almost right to Pharos. Just about, Tyler. Almost there.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Oh. Plan spoiled.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
We have to.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Virmire.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Virmire. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Just choking and crying, that's all. No big deal. Whew. No kidding. Bye, Noveria. I think that was blood. I think that's when I inhaled. I was drinking Council. I must have taken
Commander,
a lot in though.
Urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation
Luna?
here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
I think this is Luna.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Rogue VI. So
Are
yeah,
you
tomorrow
me
we
this
get
computer is
Luna
thinking on its own?
We're
and
not
Pharos.
stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
We're on it.
Don't worry, Admiral. I'll take that thing out.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
No, you're gonna land on the platform. Least Mikhailovic won't be there this time.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
About a little bounce, Tali.
Logged. The commanding officer is
About it.
ashore. Exo pressure
Not on an elevator,
has the
but
deck.
I was hoping she'd bounce. About now. Just a little bounce, Tali. Just a little bounce. For me?
You Quarians messed up the whole galaxy when you let the Geth break free. Do your people ever talk about it?
Do the Krogan talk about starting a foolish war that resulted in the Turians sterilizing your people?
All the time.
Jazz. Jazz wants something. No bounce, Tully. No bounce. Please. This whole elevator ride, you could at least bounce once. I am disappointed. One more elevator? You got one more chance. Last elevator of the night, Tali.
What's with the helmets, Tali? Are all Quarians shy? Or do you not believe in letting outsiders see your faces?
No, living in the clean environment of the flotilla has weakened our immune systems. The environmental suits protect against diseases.
Naturally. Anything that isn't constantly challenged grows weak.
That isn't constantly challenged. Grows weak. Maybe it's like waiting for Legion to do the robot. She bounces a lot more than that. Krogan philosophy actually makes sense. Often enough it does. And Krogan poetry ain't half bad either. Oh, blue rose of Ilium. There's our guy.
Thanks. Hasn't worked well since I bought it.
Commander, I've been waiting for you to get back.
I bet you have.
I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
Conrad?
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
What?
Why would you want to be a Spectre, Conrad?
Because I wanted to show the Council what humanity can do, just like you. I'd make a great Spectre.
Oh, great.
I know you're afraid to trust people after losing your team at Akuz, but I'd never let you down.
What about your wife, Conrad? She trusts you too. Aren't you letting her down?
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
that's it for Conrad for now. But means he'll show back up, although he'll have tall tales of how we stuck a gun in his face, which we didn't do. Done. Punching Conrad. Sorry. Tomorrow, Rogue VI on the moon. VI's in space. Probably won't get to Virmire tomorrow, but we will go to Pharos. So, I had a lot of fun today. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for the excellent company and support. I hope you all had fun today. Looks like TYB is streaming some Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Stream will begin shortly is the thumbnail I've got. So either he's started or he's about to start. How does that sound? Let's drop in on TYB 2012. Check him out. Show him some J-Love. Consider dropping a follow over there. I'm going to put the link here in chat. Cheers, Green Leader, Linma. All right, there's the link to Tyler. Bloodwolf. Yeah, hey, he's still there. Right on. Well, I hope you're ready for a few visitors. Celador, good night. Oh, Claire, things went to shit real quick. It was dry and hot out just 20 minutes ago. Now it's pouring rain and there's a flood in your neighborhood. Well, I hope you've got some inflatables and some good boots. I would love it if it would turn to rain out here right now. It's so hot. But it'll cool down tomorrow. Cheers. Much love to you all. Catch you on the other side. Good night. Good night.